This sound. This is not nostalgic to me. That is because the GameCube was released in 2001 and I was released out of my mom 2002. So when these games were popular, I never really had the chance to play these because I was a stupid little dumb baby. I can finally start putting these games in the tier list and decide whether these games are actually any good or if these are just overrated. You know, let's see. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The tiers in the tier list are all-time great, will play again, good for once, meh, and bad. Very objective, thank you. Starting off, we got Monkey Ball. This game has got a lot going for it. The vibrant colors, the creative levels, banging music, and it requires so much skill. It is actually insane. This is something I will talk about at the end of the video, but damn, these games were hard. All of them. You've got the regular monkey, you got Big Monkey, and Baby Monkey. A lovable cast. You can take them through an array of very different levels. There are simple levels, underwater levels, and outright dumb levels. One of the things I really appreciate from Monkey Ball is the sheer amount of creativity the player has while playing these levels. They are just straight up linear levels, but you have a lot of ways of reaching the goal. I'm talking about shortcuts, and if you know me, I love me some shortcuts. After playing the regular Monkey Ball, the story mode, there are a few other game modes that aren't really worth noting. I played through them all at once. Yeah, I feel confident enough to shove those aside and never play them again. Perfect. Now that everything positive has been said about this game, I would like to say just how goddamn frustrating this game is. This nausea-inducing crap had me on the edge of my seat every single time I played a new stage. The pain of seeing the game over screen again and again and knowing I had to complete all the stupid stuff I just did 10 minutes ago all over again was insane. Yeah, well, all of this makes me put it in the good for once tier, and never again. Simpsons Hit and Run is a game I've always wanted to play. At first glance, it kinda looks like a cheap GTA knockoff, but after playing through the game, I can say this is certainly not the case. Simpsons Hit and Run is more or less like a driving game, only one of the missions was really platforming. But to be honest, the driving is the most fun part of the game. The game really immerses you, making it feel like you are in Springfield. You see all the houses, all the people from the show, and it's just totally awesome. The driving takes a little getting used to. The handling on most cars feels like the car is on ice. After you get the hang of it, the only thing you need to look out for is keeping the car from exploding. This happens after a few bumps and crashes for most cars. My only, and really only complaint about the game is that most missions start to blend together after a while. It's really one of three missions: gather an object, chase another car down, or get away from following cars. For a 20-year-old game, the graphics have aged surprisingly well. Everything looks a little goofy, but that is part of the charm as well. The silly voice lines that get annoying rather quickly, a story about aliens making cola that does not make any sense. Everything about this game feels just like the show. For the few stages there are in the game, what the developers did amazingly clever was using different parts of each city and different color schemes for each stage to make them feel very distinct from one another. The difficulty of this game compared to Monkey Ball was nothing compared to Monkey Ball. I would say 95% of this game was a breeze. Only at the end you had some over-the-top difficult missions that did not make any sense. Overall, the gameplay and the eye candy in this game are the things that make this game as great as it is. I would put this game in the would play again tier. Ouch, now we got Hitman 2. To be completely honest, I don't have too much to say about this game. I get why some would like this game. Me being the age I am and being used to the games nowadays, I would get so much more explanation playing a game like this. But I started off, I would say, 1 hour in the game, and I had no clue what to do or where to go. I feel like the concept would be way, and I mean way better on PC. The controls were absolutely terrible for being stealthy. After watching one of those speedrun strats, apparently the meta is to walk, crouch run like Peter Griffin skipping. Yeah. Well, this game had me absolutely mauling. Safe to say, I went on to the next game right after this. Keep in mind this is all personal bias, and these are my opinion, so you might think something else, but this is definitely going in the bad tier. The one everyone knows is Mario Sunshine, baby. No time to wait. You got the music, you got the movement, you got the colorful goop that looks like some tasty candy. Yum. You got the pianos vibing. This game has aged so incredibly well. Years later from its release, this was still a blast to play. The story short is Mario becomes a power wash cleaner and gets rid of all the paint placed by two vandals, Paint Mario aka Bowser Jr. Some of the levels are creative masterpieces, like the underwater ones, or the pianta throwing ones, or the pachinko machine. It's the Plinko one. I've heard stories about this one, that it sucks. Every level feels very different. You have about 7 regular shine sprites to collect for each level, and some secret ones on top of that. Some parts of the game took some time to understand, because a lot of stuff in Mario Sunshine does not get explained to you. You have to find it yourself or look it up. For example, the level in Delfino Square, which entrance is looking at the sun. How are you supposed to find out? Someone in chat luckily told me this, because otherwise I would have never been able to play the game. To be honest, the most fun I had in Mario Sunshine were the parts that started out as the most annoying to me. The part of the game where FLUDD got taken away from me. Not having FLUDD is a major different feeling. It's almost like a whole nother game. No safety if you mess up, just raw platforming. This and other parts felt very unfair. The reappearing thought of, how the hell am I supposed to know this, kept popping up in my head. Or how am I supposed to do this? The amount of feelings this game made me feel makes me put it in all-time game.
Yes! Come on!
Mario Kart Double Dash. The Mario Kart series is a legendary one. Somehow, some way, the devs always know how to spice up the next one. With this one, you get 2 iconic Mario characters in one car. That sounds insane, I know. How's that even gonna work? Well, each character holds one item and you can swap them whenever you like. Each character has a different special item. DK and Diddy get a big banana, Wario and Waluigi get bombs, the babies get chain chomps, Mario and Luigi get fire, that kind of stuff. The gameplay is alright. Somehow the whole game felt slippery, almost as if every map was made on ice as the base road. That said, this game is deviously hard. On some tracks the kart is way too big for the road, making every turn a death sentence. The CPUs are monsters, they backspam every single last item, even if you are in last place. Double Dash includes some of the most amusing tracks with a few gimmicks here and there, such as having Baby Park with 7 laps, Wario Stadium, the first and ever Nintendo track to have 2 laps. Every single Grand Prix, some stupid team with either Wario, Donkey Kong or both was making my life miserable. The experience was alright, making me put Double Dash in the fun for once tier. Luigi's Mansion. Everybody knows about Luigi's Mansion. It's cute, it's spooky, it's Luigi. What is there even to say? This game is precisely what one would expect. It's not scary, it's not that hard, it's a cute story about ghost busting and turning them back into paintings. You have to listen to the painting transformation music. That has got to be my favorite part of the game. Every boss ghost was unique and had a special way to make Luigi be able to suck them. Well, fun game for once. Next. Melee! Melee, oh sweet Melee. Melee is the reason I wanted to make this video. I've been following the esports scene for Melee for quite a few years. I've never played much myself, so this is the perfect chance to do so. Now, I have. The depth a 20-plus-year-old quote-unquote party game has is bonkers. This is the chess of fighting games. There are so many terms it could make your head spin. To name a few, you got wave dash, ledge dash, pivot, L cancel, shine on the shield, moonwalking, DI, SDI, crowd cancel, chain grabs, dash dancing, gimp, etc, etc. Yeah, that is just the tip of the Melee iceberg. My character of choice is Falco, the bird. Whew, he can combo like no other character. Just take a look at pros utilizing this character. These guys are schmovin'. Take a look at this clip from a tournament. I can't even fathom doing that. Hell, I can barely keep up with my eyes where they're going. Well, everything in Melee feels smooth. The movement, it's snappy, it's fast. This is one of the few games ever where you feel in total control of what the character on screen is doing. And every situation has a right answer. It's all up to you to find it, what the right move is. And surprise, surprise, Melee is going into the all-time great tier. I just want to thank each and every one of you for watching this. It's been a total blast playing all these older games. And what I have noticed overall is a common trend where these older games seem to be way harder with way less of an explanation than new games. Well, because new games, they spell everything out for you, and here, that is not the case. We really are just spoiled with having that much explanations. I kinda like this, but it is a lot harder. So overall, it was just a good experience.